Nobody wants to see Aaron Rodgers leave and retire. Nobody. Even the haters and the naysayers like Tyler Harrison over here.
How am I a naysayer?
You don't like him, and that's fine.
He's a
what? He's a what?
Well, I can't say that word here, but he's
he's a what?
A pain in the tuckus, to be nice.
Tuckus, you mean?
Tuckus?
It's tuckus.
Tuckus?
It's tuckus. Ass. How's that? Is that
He needs
help
to
you?
take something, man.
But I don't see why you think he's a pain in the ass. I think he's like any other quarterback. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's loved by his teammates. Everywhere he's ever been.
And you're telling
Tom Brady's a winner.
Aaron Rodgers is loved by every single one of his teammates except two of them.
That's not true.
Oh, really?
That's
tell
not
me a player right now on the team that don't like him.
Name somebody that's ever came out and defended him.
Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams came out and said defended him. Randall Cobb, they're bringing him back. By the way, Jones, Aaron Jones.
Randall Cobb's gratefully still has a job.
Aaron Jones, who they just gave a $13 million contract 2 weeks ago, said that if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, this team isn't a playoff team.
Let's talk about somebody that doesn't actually have to have relations with this guy every day. Craig Jennings came out and said he's a terrible teammate.
How about Tom Brady, who played golf with him just recently? Tom Brady absolutely loves Aaron Rodgers.
That's great.
Absolutely loves Aaron Rodgers.
You know why Tom Brady loves Aaron
Rodgers?
Rodgers?
Why is that?
Because Tom Brady knows that he doesn't have to worry about Aaron Rodgers.
That's not true. He plays in the same NFC.
I understand.
And he's got to play Aaron Rodgers.
In 1 year, Tom Brady's won as many Super Bowls as Aaron Rodgers has in, 13?
Okay. And what?
Okay.
This has nothing to do with Tom Brady, Tyler. This has nothing to do with him. You're saying that he doesn't deserve any respect.
No,
and
I'm not.
Yes, you did.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you did.
People put him in the GOAT conversation.
He is in the GOAT conversation.
He's not in the GOAT
really?
conversation.
No. You're telling
he's
me
not even top 10 all time.
Really? Right now he's the best quarterback in the NFL. He is the best quarterback in the NFL.
That's not true.
Really? Who won the MVP last year?
Patrick Mahomes.
Who won the MVP last year?
Patrick Mahomes
No, he
is the best
didn't.
quarterback in football.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Errol?
Yeah. Go look at the numbers, Tyler.
Okay, that's great.
Go look at the numbers, Tyler.
LeBron's the best player in the NBA in your mind, right? When's the last time
There's
he won
no
MVP?
question he is.
8 years ago?
They don't give him the MVP.
Right.
The reason why they don't give him the MVP,
would it be if
he
Pat
should win the
Mahomes
MVP
won
every
another
single
Super
year.
Bowl and another MVP?
Oh, okay. So
come on, stop.
Patrick Mahomes was not the MVP last year.
He's the best quarterback in football.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He has the best team in football.
All right. So you have a blank piece of paper.
He has the best tight end in football. He has the best tight end in football.
George Kittle's not there.
What do you mean, George
Kittle?
Kittle's
the best tight end in football.
Travis Kelce is the best tight end in football. Yes, he is.
All right, put George Kittle in Kansas City. He'll blow Travis Kelce away.
Travis Kelce is the best tight end in football. No, yes, he is. It's not even an argument. He is.
It is.
He has been the best tight end in football for the last 6 years.
Pass block.
Really?
Can't do it. Yes.
Travis Kelce is the best tight end blocker in football.
No, George Kittle's the best blocker in football.
Speedy?
Kittle's a better blocker. He's right about that. But receiving-wise, Kelce's numbers are
You're telling me Travis Kelce is not a good blocker?
Hold on, wait a minute.
He's an improved blocker. Kittle's a much better blocker, but
one
Travis Kelce's a much better receiver.
One has Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right, he was better. He was good
one
before
has
Mahomes.
CJ
Travis Kelce is a better tight end.
Kelce was good with Alex Smith, though, too. Keep that in mind, too.
Okay, Alex Smith and Pat Mahomes are still better, and I love Jimmy Garoppolo. Alex Smith and Jimmy Garoppolo might break even, but to compare Jimmy G and Pat Mahomes is ludicrous.
So you're going to sit here.
One's a generational talent. One
Speedy,
is
bring up the numbers. When we bring up guys, I want you to bring up the numbers automatically. That's what you do. You're the producer. So bring up the numbers.
Yeah, produce.
I want Patrick Mahomes' numbers last year and Aaron Rodgers' numbers last year. Okay? Because honestly, I'm not going to sit here and listen to this.
And to be great, to really break it down, really the MVP every year is Tom Brady.
No, he's not.
Yo,
no, he's not.
Absolutely.
How
do you go from 7-9?
Tom Brady didn't have anywhere close to the numbers as
all he did
Aaron
was bring in
Rodgers.
Tom Brady. The team basically said the same.
Could you bring up the numbers? Do you have them?
I would have gave MVP to Tom Brady just for that.
Okay. You have the thing. You bring up Aaron Rodgers' numbers.
I don't need to bring up the numbers. Pat Mahomes, to me, is the best quarterback.
He isn't. He had the best team in football, and he wasn't. Patrick Mahomes last year, because Speedy's so slow, and he doesn't know how to, 4,740 yards, 38 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And he had one of the best wide receivers, top 3 wide receiver in the league, and he had the top offensive tight end in football, okay? On that team. And by the way, a young rookie to me was rookie of the year in my eyes. Besides Justin Herbert, he had one of the best young running backs in all of football.
Rodgers had 4,299 yards, 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions last year.
Yeah, and he had One good wide receiver. And his next wide receiver wasn't even a top 100 ranking. Top 100.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers was the best quarterback in football.
Pat
last year.
Mahomes also has one good wide receiver.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Speedy, go bring up Pat.
Sammy
Pat Mahomes.
Watkins was not a top.
Oh, God.
He's
There we
not.
go. I'm gonna bring up his.
Pat Mahomes
Keep
throws
talking.
people open.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
bring
does
up
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is top 3, but Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in football.
No, he's not.
You're starting a franchise with Aaron Rodgers over Pat Mahomes?
Absolutely.
Pat Mahomes
And that's
had
why you don't win a
47,
Super
40 yards, 38
That's-
touchdowns.
I just said
The
it.
reason why the Jets fans get no respect is because they say this nonsense.
Let's say what nonsense.
That Pat Mahomes is
Pat
the best
Mahomes
quarterback in
had
football.
he had first of all he has an all-time great offensive-minded coach. Who does Aaron Rodgers have? He has a rookie coach that runs his offense. Okay, his offense.
And
He
who
calls
did he
the
have before
audibles.
that?
Oh, what do you mean,
Mike
Who-
McCarthy?
Mike
He's a
McCarthy.
borderline Hall of Famer.
Really? What is he doing right now with the Cowboys? What's he doing with the Cowboys?
that's
Oh, that's
not
not fair. That's not
That's
fair.
not fair.
Oh, really? What's
As
what's
long
not
as
fair?
Jerry Jones is breathing, whoever coaches Dallas.
Oh,
is
so
screwed.
now it's Jerry Jones' fault.
It's always Jerry Jones'
You're on
fault.
drugs, Tyler.
It's
I
always
can't sit
Jerry's
here,
fault.
I can't sit here and listen to this. Okay?
Well, you're gonna have to.
I know. I'm going to have to listen to this more often. But you want to know something?
You brought me here.
I did.
All
And you
right,
want to know
then.
something? You're sitting here and telling me when you look at the rosters, Aaron Rodgers has a more talented offensive roster than Patrick Mahomes. Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Pat Mahomes
Now-
is a better quarterback.
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not because the numbers would show that he's not.
How
He-
long has Pat Mahomes been in the league?
What do you mean? How long?
3
He's
years
back?
as a starter.
3 years as a starter.
So we'll say
with
4.
One of the
We'll say
greatest,
4.
one of the greatest offensive minds in football. He
Errol.
has Tyreek
Errol.
Hill, his first rookie
Errol.
year.
Errol.
Who? What do you mean?
Errol.
Errol what? What?
How many
What?
years has Aaron Rodgers been in the league?
What are you talking about?
How many years has Aaron Rodgers been in the league?
13.
Then how the hell can you say that they're even close when Mahomes has as many Super Bowls as this dude, and he's a third of the career?
Again, I'm going to explain to you. Super Bowls are all about team. Do you understand that?
I do get it.
Team.
I understand.
You need good defense.
Wholeheartedly.
Aaron Rodgers has had some of the worst defenses in NFL history.
Okay, Drew Brees has 2, and he's still got 1.
Drew Brees? Drew Brees?
Those- that-
Let's look
that
at Drew
Saints-
Brees' all defensive
The
team.
Saints were a historically bad defense.
Really?
4 years in a row.
4 years in a row. Really?
Awful.
Really? Awful.
They couldn't stop you by yourself.
Okay. That's why they led the league in sacks for like 2 or 3 years in a row.
Yeah,
Okay?
the last 2 or 3 years,
Okay.
and they didn't win anything.
First of all, Drew Brees has had good defenses. Aaron Rodgers has had the worst defenses.
Right.
Worst. You're
Didn't
talking
they
about
just put $100 million of payroll into their defense?
who?
The Smith brothers.
The Smith brothers. And what have they done?
Amos.
What have they done?
They have Jair
Where-
Alexander.
go look at
top
where the-
5 corner
go-
in
Jair
football.
Alexander was homegrown, though.
I understand, but he's still there.
Go look where they were ranked defensively.
Darnell Savage they drafted.
Now, in the last 5 years,
They
where
put no effort in the defense?
No effort in the defense.
Maybe if
Their
they would have
defense
kept Blake
stinks.
Martinez.
Their defense.
Yeah.
Blake Martinez? Yeah,
Blake
Blake
Martinez.
Martinez couldn't stay healthy.
Blake Martinez was
Couldn't stay
tremendous.
healthy.
Blake Martinez was a top 5 linebacker
No, he
last year in
wasn't.
football.
What, for the Giants?
Yes.
No, he wasn't a top 5.
Oh, look up the
What are you-
numbers. Look up the
Go
numbers,
ahead, look
Josh.
up the numbers.
Look up the numbers.
Go ahead, look at the numbers.
He should have been a pro.
The guy
He wasn't
can't
a top
cover.
five.
He's not a top
He's
5
not a top
linebacker
5
if he
linebacker.
can't
What are
cover.
you smoking?
He did
okay?
a tremendous job last year.
Whatever it is,
Tremendous job
go
last year.
smoke your kush
All right,
because there's no way.
Tyler, I
I
can
need
tell you
crack.
this
I
right.
don't
I
need
can tell you 5 right now. Darius Leonard, Fred Warner, Bobby Wagner,
His
Deion-
numbers are identical to Darius Leonard.
and
His
Darius
numbers
Leonard can
are
cover.
identical.
Darius
That's
Leonard.
not his job. That's not
Okay.
why the Giants.
That's
brought him
part
in.
of his skills,
He's a
though.
quarterback. He's a quarterback of the defense. Darius Leonard is not.
Okay,
I'm
It's
going
still
to listen to this.
It's still some top 5 linebackers I could actually cover. All right. By the way, the Saints had a 28.4 points per game defense 2012, 2014. 26.5, 29.8, and 28.4 after that. But then the last 4 years, 20.4, 22.1 points, 21.3,
Because they addressed
21.1.
the issue.
Blake
Just like the
Martinez.
Packers
Blake
have.
Martinez was not a top 5. He wasn't even a top 15 linebacker. Okay, he
that's
wasn't.
that's not
he
accurate.
wasn't. It is accurate.
That's
That's
not
one.
accurate.
Number 2,
Do you
Aaron
even know how
Rodgers.
many tackles and sacks he had last year?
I'm telling you right now, if I go look at the top linebackers in the league, he was not in the
was
top.
second in
he was
tackles
he was
last
probably 14th or 15th in all of. When you're talking about numbers, you got to put all the numbers together, Tyler.
Yes, I understand that.
And he wasn't.
I understand.
He wasn't. He's not a good cover.
The first name he said was Darius Leonard. His numbers are better than Darius Leonard's.
Because he has more tackles.
He has more tackles. He has more sacks. He has more interceptions.
Okay.
What the stat
All
are
right,
we
Tyler,
looking at
Tyler,
here?
Tyler.
Those are the 3 most important stats
Tyler,
for
first
a
of all,
linebacker.
to get back to your Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was the MVP of the league last year. Aaron Rodgers threw to one
Understood.
top 5 wide receiver, and the rest of the wide receivers. His tight
He's a
end,
top 5 running
who
back.
actually played well last year, wasn't even in the top 10. Okay,
He
at
has a
tight
top
ends.
5 running back.
What are you talking
Pat
about?
Mahomes does not have a top 5 running back.
Top 5 running back?
Aaron Jones?
What did Aaron Jones do in the playoffs?
What did Aaron Rodgers do?
What did Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers did a lot in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where did that go?
What do you mean? Where'd
it go?
Back-to-back NFC title games. That's where it got.
Back-to-back NFC title
Back-to-back
games.
NFC title. You know how hard it is to do that?
Back-to-back losses.
You know how hard it is?
Also,
yes.
he blew up against the Giants.
He blew up against the Giants.
Also, he kind of struggled the first half against
Tyler,
the Cardinals.
your hatred for Aaron Rodgers is
not
despicable.
hatred. He's overrated.
Overrated. Yeah, an overrated quarterback that throws to nobody has one of the worst defensive-minded coaches in NFL history, and that's Mike Pettin, who has been a terrible defensive-minded coach. Ask Rex Ryan in the New York Jets, okay, who has been, and he's a terrible coach. Thank God he's
Rex
gone.
Ryan's a defensive genius.
Yeah, he was. Pettin isn't. And Pettin is gone. He was the coach of the Buffalo Bills. Oh, no, not Buffalo. He was the Browns coach. And he was a defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. He ratted on Rex Ryan when he was the Jets coach. That's why the Jets had to fire him. To me...
The Jets fired him because he got a stupid tattoo of Mark Sanchez.
No. The Jets fired him. First of all, the Jets should have never fired Rex.
They should have never fired him.
First of all. And again...
Well, now you finally have a decent coach.
Rex Ryan... I'm sorry, not Rex Ryan. Aaron Rodgers, to me... first of all, it should get all the respect you should be giving him, because if you look at his roster stinks, okay? It is a terrible roster. He took that roster to an NFC title game, back-to-back NFC title games. That roster, okay?
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That roster that has one good offensive player out of all. And by the way, Aaron Jones, who got $13 million this year, got pulled in the NFC title game by 2 backups, okay? Who I didn't understand it in the offseason, why they would give this guy $13 million when they pulled him for 2 backups. 2 backups, because he couldn't play. He dropped the ball 3 times in the NFC title game, all right? Which cost the Packers to win that game, because they were 1 play away from winning that game. So, and that tells you, and by the way, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with their talent, they were much talented than the NFC Green Bay Packers.
And
they were 1 play away from losing. And they were 1 play away from losing.
All I'm going to tell you is, for one of Tom Brady's Super Bowl reigns, he may have had more talent.
Could you stop with these Super Bowls?
The other 6? I don't think so.
Again, first of all, Tom Brady wasn't the only player to win those championships.
And Aaron Rodgers is not the only player to take a team to a
you need special teams, and you need coaching.
Right. But if you're telling me that Aaron Rodgers single-handedly brought a team to back-to-back NFC
yes,
championships,
he did.
Well, that's great.
Tom
Brady single-handedly brought the Patriots to back-to-back Super Bowls.
Tyler, go look at the roster last year. Go look at the offensive side of the ball. That roster was terrible. They were horrendous. That roster was terrible. Their offensive line, half decent. By the way, they couldn't stay healthy last year. Their tackle wasn't healthy all season long. It was in and out. Their right and left tackle were out. Their guards couldn't stay healthy. The only person that stayed healthy was their center, who's now playing for L.A., okay? The L.A. Chargers. I always call them because they are the San Diego Chargers in my eyes. So that roster was horrendous, and he took that roster to an NFC title game. And you were telling me, well, he's overrated. How do you overrate?
He's overrated.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
His numbers would show you that he's not. His numbers would show you that he's not.
I'm going to put it to you this way, right? He's not even the greatest quarterback of his own franchise, and I would argue he's not even the second greatest quarterback of his own franchise. Now, how overrated is that? People say you're the GOAT, but you're not even the greatest of your own franchise. That's not good.
How many interceptions does he throw every single year? What was the most interceptions he's thrown in a year? The most?
I want to say 12, but probably 10.
Okay. So you're saying 12, okay?
I'll say
12.
12.
Now let me ask you a question.
Just
what is
so
the
people
most?
understand.
What is the most interceptions Tom Brady has thrown in a year?
I think he's thrown 18 once.
Okay. So you're the GOAT that you call the GOAT. And
he'll be the touchdown leader at the end of this
season.
Season.
He also has the longevity. He also plays at 43, 44 years old because of his health. He takes care of himself. You can't take that away from him. And nobody's taking shots at Tom Brady. This has nothing to do with Tom Brady, but you brought it into the conversation.
You keep bringing up Tom Brady.
No, I'm bringing up Aaron Rodgers. And you're saying that he's overrated, which is
the best quarterback in the league.
He's not.
He is.
He is not.
If you take Pat Mahomes off the Chiefs,
who was the MVP of the league?
They won't even win their division.
Who was the Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
All right, so you take Pat Mahomes off of that team. You put Cousins on that team. No. Are they a playoff team?
No.
Playoff team probably because their division isn't great.
Are they a good competitive?
Yeah, they're a good team. Yeah,
they're a good team.
They're not.
Okay.
Kirk
All right.
Cousins, the
Look
guy
at
that
that
can't
roster.
play well in prime time.
Look at that
You're nuts.
roster.
You're both insane.